Hi guys, Bradley from B-Rad TV here, and that is the end of January, the end of month 1 of 3 months with no alcohol, energy drinks or fast food. And I did it. 1 month, no alcohol, energy drinks or fast food. It was tougher than I expected, but I'm feeling incredible. Like I mentioned in the introduction, I'm a lot busier and I've got a lot more responsibility than I had when I did this before, no alcohol, energy drinks or fast food. And it made it harder. If I was stressed or tired, I'd want some sort of release, whether it was to have some alcohol to literally forget or take my mind off something, or not be bothered to cook food and want some junk food, get something on the go quickly. So it has been tougher because of that. It's so strange to think that I'm having a bit of mental anguish and I think, oh, I need an alcoholic drink. I need to make myself docile and dumb myself down so I don't have to think or worry about this. Surely that's wrong. Surely that's unhealthy and mad. If there's problems and things you want to change, you have to deal with them. And that's what this no alcohol is suddenly making me do. And I'm glad I've got another 2 months of doing this because I'm awake. I feel alert and aware. It's taken this whole month almost just to get the ball rolling on things that I have to do. And it's only this past week even, the very end of the month, I've actually started doing things. I've been procrastinating and wasting time and watching too much TV, trying to do anything but the things I need to do. I was even working on little bits around the periphery of what I had to do, thinking, oh, this will set me up, this will help me do this thing. But it wasn't what I had to get done. And now I'm finally at breaking point where sheer boredom and desperation, where I have to do these things. And it's only through not drinking and ignoring the distractions that I've faced up to certain realities and responsibilities and started working on things I have to work on. And I say that, oh, I have 2 months of this left. I would want to do this for the next 2 months, and who knows where it's going in the future after these first 3 months are over. Without the sort of numbing release that I've been dosing myself with this drinking, I'm literally facing a battle for my life to get what I want, do what I want, have what I want, be able to provide for me and my family. And I'm finally facing it, and I have the energy and the will to fight it because I've seen what I can do by simply making a choice, making a decision and putting in the effort. And it sounds stupid, but I decided to do this at the beginning of the month. I stuck with it. If you watch the last video, yes, I was finding it a bit tougher, but I'm doing it, and I'm feeling better, and I know I'm going to start reaping the rewards of the hard work that I'm now dedicated to putting in. I feel incredibly good physically, but mentally, I can be honest, this month I've been unhappy. A lot more than I was for the past few months, even when I was physically sick, hungover, and physically feeling awful. And that's because I can't escape these things I want to change, and I'm having to do hard work that isn't just sat here drunk watching Rammstein in concert on my home cinema. That coupled with work and travelling for work, if I'm tired or if I have a bad day and I want some sort of release, it's like to get home, I don't want to distract myself anymore, whether it's with alcohol, junk food, or having energy drinks I feel tired, or even watching TV or playing any video games. I don't want to do that. I want to get on with my own work and my own things I have to do so I can escape the sort of cycle of working and find some sort of happy self-employment thing that I'm searching for and figuring out as we go. And when I would drink, I'd think either I'm celebrating so I'd worked hard, or I want to take my mind off how busy I've been and that. No, I don't want to do that anymore. I am focused and driven to changing my life, and that means that's who I am. It's not a matter of when I decide to do that, or if I set an hour aside, or if I set something away to do. That's me now, deciding to do that. And I want to do that, and it's tough, and it's a lot harder than sitting here drinking playing video games, watching DVDs, but I feel stronger and I feel more passionate, alive, dedicated and aware doing this, doing what has to be done for me, my life and my own. A couple of times this month now when I've been away, I've had to go to a restaurant, and I think one time I had a steak, the other time I've had a burger with sweet potato fries. I had unsweetened, sugar-free iced tea, so there's no energy drink there. But when I say burger and fries, it was a good restaurant, it was good quality meat. The fries maybe, I could have swapped for mashed potato possibly, but that's not fast food. When I say I'm not having fast food, I mean McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, things like that. Going to a restaurant, having real food, I'm okay with that. I'm not doing it as much as I make out. As I had 2 this month, that's it. So I'm not having it every other day. I'm making most of my own meals, but there have been a couple of times where I haven't had the option and I had to do it. And I just want to tell you that so you know where we stand and what we're doing. Also, for the first time, I tried non-alcoholic beer. Now, I know you can get some that say low alcohol, that have like 1% alcohol. Others say alcohol free, but they're 0.5%. Some of them are 0.05%, things like that. So it says alcohol free, but they might not be. The one I've found is 0.00%. It is alcohol free, and the only thing in it is water, hops, barley and wheat, I think. It's something like that. The ingredients, it's like 3 or 4 things, and they're all natural, completely mad. Maybe whatever process they put it through to make the beer isn't that natural, but I think there was something like 24 calories in a small can of this non-alcoholic beer, and I've had a few cans of that, and I tell you what, people rant about it and say they don't like it. It tasted like beer. I had it in the fridge, it was ice cold. And I did get home from a busy day at work, and I knew that was in the fridge, and I sat down, working on things I've got to work on, cracked it open, had a sip, and it tasted great. It tasted like I was having a beer. And people say, oh, I don't like the taste of beer, I have it to get drunk. Well, this one tasted lovely. This tasted absolutely brilliant. And an extra expenditure I didn't expect is bottled water. Just for simplicity and ease, I'm buying crates of it now and just putting it in my room. I'm having so much, I just can't be bothered to walk down the stairs and do it. Not because I'm feeling lazy, but because I want to stay in here and work and do my things. I don't want to be walking downstairs every 5 minutes, and like, this is great. It just comes in a bottle and I just keep drinking it all day. It's fantastic. Workout wise, I managed to get to a gym an extra 2 times, so I think that's been in the whole month of January. I think I've had 3 gym visits now. I think definitely not more than 3, yeah, it must be 3. And I've been working out in my room, and I'm sticking with it. I say, it's tough. When it's cold, I don't want to lift up my duvet and get out into this cold little room. I have my radiator on, but that's not on overnight because it'll get too hot. So I wake up and it's cold, but I push through. I get on with it. Then I'll have a healthy meal, and then I'll go to work. Whether it's my work or my actual job work, that is. This giant shift in my lifestyle and personality almost, and focus. I'm noticing a difference with, say, my friends and family. I can tell my real friends, they'll have a bit of a joke about it, but they're mostly happy with what I'm doing. My family, they can tell that I've been more stressed, and they can tell that I'm not as happy sometimes on the phone, but that's because I'm dealing with so many things I've got to take care of. And I try sort of explaining that to them, but I guess they just want me to be happy. And when they hear me, when I'm talking to my mum, she hears me stressed on the phone, she's of course not going to like it. I've tended to actually phone them after I've done a big chunk of my own work, and I'm buzzing and I'm feeling great about life and myself and my hard work, and then suddenly they realise, oh no, he is happy and okay, so that's all good. It's more casual acquaintances and people at work and things sometimes. They'll say, oh, it's really good you're doing this no alcohol thing, but they're not as interested in me. Maybe it's because I'm not as interested in going out, and I'm not up to date with any sort of small talk I need to be because I'm busy doing my own thing. But it's noticeable that I'm living and thinking and acting different to everybody else. I think it's that I'm so driven and focused and have my own thing to work on, and I'm a very creative, excited, energetic person, that I'm not having lots of things in common. So that's what I'm suddenly sort of realising, rather than just trying to fit in and drinking to fit in and going away and doing things and literally for approval. I'm human, yeah, sometimes I want to fit in and have a laugh with people. And I still have my friends on the phone that I talk to, they're also working and doing things, that's all great, but it is noticeably lonelier, I've found at least, going this hardcore with sorting my mind, my body, my life out. But I tell you what, I'm not sorry about that at all. I'm sorry that I didn't act like this 5 years ago for my own benefit, and I'm doing it now. But thankfully, I've started. And the thing is, you'll never be as young as you are right now, to quote a Meatloaf song. It doesn't matter how old you are. Start now. Do what you've got to do. Sort your life out. I'm not saying don't drink, don't have energy drinks, don't have fast food, but if you're putting things off and you know you want to change your life, there is nothing but you taking action now. It's not thinking about doing it tomorrow, it's not thinking about what happened in the past, it's doing it in the present. And you've got to be alert, aware and enthused to do that. Otherwise you'll procrastinate your entire life away. And I think it's a John Lennon quote, "Time you enjoyed wasting wasn't wasted," which I sort of lived by as like a mantra for years. But I think, you know what, wasting time, if you want to change your life, you can't afford to waste time. Of course, have a break and recuperate if you need to, but wasting time. If you want change, if you want to better yourself and your life, to provide for yourself and your family, you're going to have to work hard. And that means working hard, which doesn't mean sit down drinking endless cocktails through a curly straw. There is no wasting time, downtime. There is only lifetime. And that's another quote. I can't remember who that is now. Who's that? Can't remember. Well, you can Google it, I'm sure you'll find it. There is no downtime or wasting time, there is only lifetime. And if you want to change, you have a finite number of heartbeats to do it in. So do it now. Guys, this has been an incredible month. An incredible 1 month. What a brilliant start to 2016. I feel like I've got the concrete foundation to the house I'm building for myself. 2 months left. Let's rock this. Guys, look after yourselves and be rad.